Claudia and the tarantula. Catherine said that Claudia is very, very wary of big bugs, like tarantulas specifically. That's the first one we've seen. That's a big one. He's a big old tarantula. I'm happy to see him. Claudia doesn't like it. They're not venomous, you know, but they can bite. They do bite. Yeah. Claudia, are you gonna scare that tarantula away? She sure is. Look at him go. Man, it acts just like a mammal, you know, a squirrel or something. A little slower, a little bit slower in the uptake.
Man was confronted with his most shocking blunder.
The isotope triggered our nutrient into a nightmare.
A blunder that transformed a tiny insect into the 100-foot spider that was now ravaging the panic-stricken countryside.
We're walking down the road here, just walking Claudia. Buddy didn't want to go for a walk. And we found another tarantula. Or else that first one is fast. Whoa! Here he comes. Look out. He's going to get you. He's going to get you, Claudia. Probably a good idea to get off the road, buddy.
Spiders. I told them to bring me one, and I'd believe it.
Oh, wait. Claudia, there you go. Claudia and Buddy and I have this little leash dance. They get tangled up, and I've learned every possible technique for untangling. Kind of like ballet. Okay, while we're doing varmints today, coon tracks. Coon tracks in the road.
There may be more giant spiders coming into the world. They may even be hatching from their eggs in some remote spot right now. Do you realize how easy it would be for them to overcome us humans?
A horrifying spectacle. Its existence shocks and fascinates the world of science. Its gigantic claws capable of crushing a man. Or tearing a woman apart as if she were a fly.
There's another tarantula. This is actually the second one today. I found a tarantula in the yard today. This might be the same one, but I'm preferring to believe that we're infested with them. This is one of those years when there's like just an avalanche of tarantula babies because of some perfect storm in the weather. Look at that thing, magnificent. It's not really even all that perturbed by the gigantic ogre stumping along behind it with the two dogs. Look at that beautiful thing.
And two 4-footed monsters, too.
It's just a bug, Claude. It's a funny bug. I think cool as hell. There goes. I was hoping to get a close-up shot like in that movie Tarantula with Leo G. Carroll and John Agar, Mara Corday. Great movie. Giant tarantula terrorizes a small New Mexico town. Man, that's great. They're mutants too, gross mutants.
But nothing sends the cats like the presence of out-of-this-world horror. A heart-stopping experience. that defies man's imagination, that shrinks every woman's skin with the tension of terrifying withdrawal, as if 1,000 spiders were taking possession of her body. You'll never believe it until you see it. You'll never forget the touch of the spider.
But what if circumstances were to magnify one of them in size and strength, took it out of its primitive world and turned it loose in ours? Then expect something that's fiercer, more cruel and deadly than anything that ever walked the earth.
Even science was stunned. The new atomic miracle should have been mankind's greatest boon. Instead, when such power to cause phenomenal growth proved dangerously unstable,
Deep into caverns whose very air is putrefied by the stench of death, they search ceaselessly for a missing man, or possibly a giant spider no one really believes exists, except the high school teacher who knows his science and his students.
Did I miss it? There's a giant wasp. I mean, really huge wasp. There you go. Look out, bud. Look at the size of that thing. That's a tarantula wasp. Buddy. Buddy, no. Look at that thing. God, Jesus, it can't fly. Bud, no. Bud. Now where'd it go? Oh, buddy! No! God, he's gonna get stung. God, Jesus. That was not easy. Now, what got my attention was it was dragging this, which is still alive, I believe. No, it's not. Yeah. I hated killing that thing, but I was afraid Buddy was gonna get himself stung. It can sting a tarantula to death and could probably do some damage to Bud. That is just... There's her hand. I was desperately trying to get the camera on to photograph the giant wasp dragging the giant spider, because I got a glimpse of it and it was amazing. But Buddy got a glimpse too, and he was not going to leave it alone. Sorry, Buddy. But look at this thing. Oh, it's moving. I just saw it at least twitch. Bud, careful. I think it's still alive. It's just being cool. Or maybe it got stung and it can't move. I bet that's it. I bet it's paralyzed. And maybe it's dead or dying. Wow. September in north central Texas. Great big giant spiders. Okay. I wonder if he's a good specimen. I should probably collect that guy and put him in a box. And look at his face under my stereo microscope. That would be creepy. Okay.